What up, 2K heads? 2K OG here with another video. This video is a little different from what I normally do. It's more of a don't miss out type video. Just letting y'all know something that you potentially may have not known or something that you didn't think might be worth it. But salary cap. I was actually playing last night in the park with a couple of guys, and I was mentioning, the salary cap. And one of the guys was saying that he didn't really play salary cap, mainly because, you got to worry about the cheeses. But I told him that it's worth it this time because, you got 6 weeks. You have three 2-week sessions. So it's a total of 6 weeks to get this thing completed. But you have to get 2,500 points 3 times, which is not the hardest thing to do. Because you can actually lose in salary cap and still add on to your points. So it's kind of like a win-win. But the reason that I'm kind of stressed a little bit about it, or not stressed, but more so stressing to y'all or anyone who's watching this video, is that you actually get a 99 overall dark matter. And I don't know if you have maybe the best team in the game, a 99 overall is going to help probably 99% of the people in the game. Because right now, I think probably the worst dark matter is Michael Jordan. And if nothing else, he can be your lockdown slasher. He can shoot when he's wide open. He has a slower jump shot. But I think he's the worst one. So, just taking that into consideration, I think I can pull it up real quick. No, there's no way to pull up all of them. What are we doing? I was going to go look at it, but there's no way to pull them all up. Kind of got to go individually. And I don't know if the first set, if these three with Gary Payton, Joel Embiid, and Jalen Green would be in it. Because salary cap, it started when the season started. So those three potentially could be in there. I know everything after that probably wouldn't be. And then if you go back to season 4, you got Dr. J, you have Kevin Garnett. I mean, he may be the worst one. So that's two that's not the best. Harden is a beast. You got Scotty, you got Akeem, and I honestly don't know if the All-Stars are being there. And if you got one of those, you probably wouldn't want Curry and Brunson, which both of them are fine cards. It's just a little undersized. Oh, and Donovan Mitchell, he's the other one. But yeah, like I was saying, it's worth it to do. I mean, you go into it. It doesn't take the world's greatest player to get it done. You can actually lose your way all the way to 2,500. It's going to take a lot longer. And see, my record is 15-2. I mean, I lost 2 games. One of them I lost. I just couldn't hit the last shot. I had 3 opportunities, and I missed, and the guy beat me. So the other one, I wound up having to get off the game. Had something come up. So, I mean, the games are easier. The difficulty level was lower. So it's really no reason not to, come do this. And then on the way to get that 2,500, you actually pick up, a couple of decent prizes. Now, this shattered prize for the first, I think it's 500 or the first points or first level. I'll say that because I don't know exactly what the points are. I think it might be like 125 or something. But for the first level, that's actually an Opal card. And if you're balling on a budget or if you are no money spent, an Opal card can also help your team. It's still a lot of good Opals that could upgrade your team that are quality. I mean, you do have a couple here and there that's not hitting on too much. But a free card for playing the game, plus you make some MT off of it. You get the shoe pack. The 90 overall is not really hitting on too much, but that 90 overall could help upgrade a spot in your salary cap. And honestly, the salary cap right now is high enough that you can use some cheese players. A lot of people do. I don't. I found it like when I do that, if one of those players get hurt, you're short. You 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose that game. Like if you put a pink diamond, say Wimby or somebody with a high salary cap that takes up the majority of your cap, and that player happens to get hurt, you're gonna lose. If you're playing a competent player, which I see it. I see people coming in with cheese teams, and what I like to do is I'll show you my team. Let's see. This is the last team that I've been playing with. And see, my team is balanced. I don't have any pink diamonds. I got it, Mario Chalmers. The only reason I use him is he's the best Ruby point guard in the game. He's actually better than a lot of diamond point guards, to be honest with you. But I still use him. I think he's 6'2", so a little undersized, and I still got badges to add. Oh, I know what it was. I had a different one, but I wound up pulling this out of a free pack, and I had to swap them out. Okay, because I was like, I thought I had a movable enforce on him. I did. I had that on him. I had posterizer, and I think strong handles was the 3 I put on him. Now, I use Lonzo Ball as a lock, and he's a secondary ball handler, but Tyreke Evans is a beast. To me, he's the best point guard. He has the best size. He's 6'6". Lonzo Ball 6'6" too, but he's 6'6", can shoot, can finish. His defense is pretty good. Crazy speed. The thing about him is he actually plays better than his ratings say. Like if you ever used him, like he makes a lot of plays on the ball. If you're not him, he finishes well. I mean, he does have half posterized. He has 6, but yeah, getting to the basket, he is a finisher. I mean, he has all the finishing badges except for strong handles. I think he has that on gold. Yeah. And you can add a couple. I didn't even finish badging this card out. Because Paint Prodigy would be one to put on him. And maybe Shifty Shooter. Because I like to run my 2 guard as my defender. And like a team like this GG Jackson card, a lot of people sleep on him. Not only is he 6'9", but his player build makes him look like he's 7 foot. He's probably the biggest 6'9" player, or has the biggest build in the entire game. Like when you actually put him out on the court, you'll see what I'm talking about. But he has 85 in rebounding. So if you wanted to run him at power forward, he could fit there no problem. 87 agility, 89 speed. He only has an 82 strength. So he may get bullied in the paint, but his blocks are 82, still 82, perimeter and interior both 85. Decent defense. But he has a 93 pointer. He has a pretty quick shot, driving dunk and standing dunk, 85 and a 90. Really good. This is a card that slept on. Nobody talks about him. And I thought about doing a gameplay on some of these, like Goga, Batate. Sorry, I'm butchering his name. Another card, 6'11". I play him at center because he only has an 82 in speed, but another good jump shot. It's a little bit on the slow end, so playing him at center does help because normally the center is the slowest person on the court. 84 3-pointer. His standing dunks 95 and the driving dunks 85. It does help. Ball handler's a little bit on the low side, but his blocks 95, so he really protects the rim, and he gets a lot of block shots. 84 is still in perimeter, but he has a 90 interior. His rebound is good, but 90 and a 92. But he has a 96 strength, so he doesn't get bullied in the paint. even by some of these dark matter cards. I used them just to see what would happen, and he held his own. He had the brick wall and the paint patroller, and it does definitely matter. DeAndre Ayton, he's just a big with a good jump shot, good movement. Really has a nice jump shot, and what I like about him is he moves fast. Like his player movement, he's not a big slow guy, and I've been using him for a couple months now. This Oso, he's 7 foot. Now, when you look at his badges or his stats, Oso is a beast. If you get a mismatch, you can back people down with him. I think he has pretty good strength. But the standing dunk and driving dunk, both 98. Now, if you look at his three-pointer, you say, oh, it's a 68. But if you got a coach that's a +4, +5, now that goes to 72 up to 73. You also have people with Dama playing with him, so it boosts the shot even more. He has a good shot, so it's easy to knock down, especially from the corners. But his defense, 95 block, he has that 85 steal, 84 perimeter, 92 interior. Both his rebounds are 90. The key to him is that 93 speed. He gets up and down the court real fast. He reminds me of not dark matter, but the Galaxy Opal, Dwight Howard. But he's 7 foot, and he has that 98 vertical, 93 strength. So this is another card that can compete. And I think, is it him or Gogat? I think it's Gogat. Or Goga. Yeah, it's Goga. But he comes with 28 badges, and that's his base. So, you add a couple badges. Mainly with him, I think you need shooting badges. You need set shot, I think dead eye, and range. Those three. Slippery off ball if you're going to pick and pop them. Really, if you want to go shifty, you could do it. I would probably go glove for that fourth badge. Another solid card. Alex English, he's a playmaker, shot creator. The same thing with Jack Marin. And Jack is actually a decent defender too. His block is not the highest, but he gets blocks just because he has long arms on his player build. And then Alex English, 6'8". Another card that, solid defense. He has Melo's jump shot is just on normal, but it's still a quick jump shot, and he's a finisher. And then all around, Chalmers is a beast. And then I don't have to explain about Kwame. Everybody knows what Kwame is. But yeah, let me look at Gogat. His tendencies. I know some people don't think tendencies matter, but they definitely do. Standing dunk, driving dunk, 75. Alley-oop, 70 with the putback at 75. He does crash the boards pretty good. This is the key. Like, if you're not him, his pass interception tendency, 90. Yeah, his on ball still is only a 40, but he's a center. Shot contest, 99. Shot block, 85. Now, his foul tendency is a little bit high, but I notice he doesn't foul as much as what you would think. And maybe it's because his shot contest is so high. But this is a budget team that competes against the Cheezers. But that 99 shot contest, it means every time somebody's shooting, he's trying to block it. So he doesn't just stand there and allow you to get easy dunks or layups all the time. He's at least contesting the shot. And if you shoot jump shots, he contests that too. That makes the world of a difference because you can't beat everybody at the same time. Sometimes somebody might throw a pass real quick, and then, you might be playing pick and pop defense. So you're trying to stay on ball, and then you go to switch. If you don't switch and you let him just play defense, he's going to contest that jump shot. And it's a better chance, the guy missing. But I'm going to tell y'all another key to playing with a team like this is if you play against a cheeser that has maybe a pink diamond or opal or something like that, full court press them. run them to death. And this is what happens. Your starters, now, obviously, you don't have to have your team exactly like mine, but you get the idea of why I got it like this. Like Kwame can compete. Bataze, he can compete. Jackson, and all of these guys can play defense. That's the big thing. Because if you can't play defense and you play against somebody who is cheesing, the only thing that's going to happen, they're going to score a lot of points. You're not going to be able to do anything about it. And then the lead would be too big to really matter. But you bring your starters in, go against his team. As long as you keep it close, when the backups come in, that's the key. Because by the time the backups get in and you change them right at the half, that's something else that I do too. Like I'll pause it, boom, change my backups, or, my starters do not go into the second half. That gives them a good chance to rest, and I don't know why, but that little bit of time makes up so much of the recovery. And then you go in with your backups. Your backups can still score. They can play defense. They can rebound. Sometimes I don't even have to bring my starters back in because my backups they run them to death. When I see Cheeses come out there, I'm telling you see my record was 15-2. It's because I run those cheeses to death. I full court press them, and then they're having to sprint up the court. And if for some odd reason they feel like they want to press you, that's even better. Because now their people are running full speed all the time. They don't get a break. They don't have any backups because they used all their salary cap for the top 5 guys. You keep the game close, you wind up pulling it out in the end. I consistently do that against cheeses. Sometimes I don't even have to do that. Like I'll blow them out. They'll quit, all kinds of stuff. And then, like I said, if one of those guys get hurt, one of those high salary cap guys, they're done. You look at my team, I got plenty of people. I just plug them in. Somebody might have to play a few more minutes. But I got a full team. Full teams, to me, way better than the cheese. I tried the cheese when a lot of people was talking about, oh, you can run a 5-man or you can run an 8-man. An 8-man ain't too bad either, as long as you got a big, a wing, and a point guard. That's not the worst. But I prefer the whole platoon. Swap them out. Let everybody get a break. Bring those guys back. If the lead starts to get away from you, or the game starts to get away from you, let's say that, you bring your starters back in, you hit a timeout, because I don't like to call timeouts. So I normally a foul or something. You foul, you get your starters back in, because see, if you calling timeouts, you're helping the other team get their energy back. And that ain't what you want to do. And that's another reason I don't call a timeout to bring my backups in. You could do it at the end of the quarter, the first half, if you just go ahead and set it up so, you just swap teams out. Or I pause it and sub everybody in, sub everybody out, then bring my starters back. And I never call timeouts if I don't have to. If they're making a crazy run and I can't seem to get a break, I'll do it. But all that's doing is helping them get their stamina back, and then it gives them a better chance to beat you. Because when the players start getting tired, their jump shots start slowing down. Their animations start changing. They can't contest shots as good. They can't jump those passing lanes like they were doing at first. Just some tips on salary cap to help y'all get through it. But don't miss out on a 99 overall card that could help, like I said, probably 99% of the people that's playing the game, because you're worried about cheeses. And like I said, this lineup is a fairly cheap lineup. I mean, Tyreek Evans, he was free. I bought him because I didn't finish the finesse pack, but you could have got him for free. Alonzo Ball, he's cheap. All of these amethyst cards, you could get them for like 4,000. So there's no excuse not to make, a decent team. But if you like the video, let me get a thumbs up, subscribe. We're on that road to 1,800 subscribers. I appreciate y'all as always. Until next time.